Yo, what is up, Crockers and Clan members, fairy tale fans, and others who will some find this video? I'm SoresanCrockxen, and today I'm here with episode 86 review of Fairy Tail. And as you can see, I'm not at home, which is why if you watch the X and Y episode reviews, I will probably not. I'm not gonna have that out in the morning. In fact, I'm gonna probably wait till the afternoon. Hopefully, I'll be home before the day's over, so I can actually watch it, or watch it, record, review, and edit it, and upload it and all that stuff. But anyway, so we're here with Fairy Tail, and I gotta say, these last couple episodes have just not been that good. Now, I did have a talk with one of my friends who reads the manga, and he did not give me any good news. In fact, he told me that in the manga it was basically the same way. So I can't hate on the animators as much anymore. I can't give them as much flack. I mean, I'm still disappointed they couldn't do a better job, but I mean, Mashima didn't really give him too much to work with. He himself made it a jumbled up mess. So I guess it's just a bad writing from the original creator, not just the animators. It's just bad. This is not how you write this type of sequence. I've seen, okay, so you probably talking, probably I know a lot of fans out there, or a lot of people who like the show, who have actually given me somewhat of a, they're not too happy with my choice of words and how I've been criticizing the last couple of episodes. And you need to understand, I am a person who has been dwelling into animes for quite some time. I feel like I have a lot of experience. I've seen a variety of different shows and different genres and different writing styles and different art styles and different storytelling. How do I say that? Different ways of storytelling, I guess. And this is wrong. Okay, when you have such a big payoff to what is essentially a build-up, because the entire arcs are supposed to be build up to the end, and you're supposed to have some climax in the middle to symbolize that this is the big impact, and then you have your slow grind to like the final battle. And in this case, you had different characters who had different rivals, I guess you could call it. Realistically, it's just the bad guys that they have to fight. And I've seen this done better before. When you have multiple main characters, or multiple characters in general, who have a target to fight at the end of the arc, other writers have actually done a really well job of actually focusing each match individually, even if it's happening at the same time. For example, I can't quite remember the name of the show right now, but there was one show I watched a while back where there was three characters, and they all had opponents, and the fight was supposed to happen at the same time. But what did they do? They each got their episodes dedicated to their individual fights, and then they tied it up together, saying that this all happened at the same time. This is not, I mean, they're trying to do that here, but it's so sloppily done that it makes what's going on really bad. So this episode was basically showing that off again, because they're trying to put it in your face that this is happening at the same time. So you had, first off, the bullshit that I literally looked at the time. It was a total of 8 minutes of just random bullshit that had no purpose being there. I mean, the only the only exposition we got is the fact that Master is at with Luma and Histoire, which is essentially Mavis, and he told the guild members to go back to the guild. That was the only expositional part about the entire segment. Everything else was just garbage and recap and the opening, which is still awesome opening. I love that opening, but still way too much just nonsense. And then we had more nonsense with the Margier and Natsu and Sting Rose nonsense crap that was going on, and exposition again of what END is, which I guess is I'm gonna give it a little bit of a pass, because we don't know what END is, but now we have an idea. And then they talked about how the whole reason of doing this whole thing is so they can kill Zeref, because Zeref created them to kill him, and just I don't have a problem with that. But then, like I said, because they're trying to shove that in your face as it's happening at the same time, even though we already saw the end of the fight, they keep showing Ersa versus Kyoka, even though we saw that fight beginning to end. It's already over and done with. So this exposition, it's just taking up space because they just redid the scenes. It's the exact same scenes from the fight. Just put in like literally, they probably just went back to that episode, cut a chunk of it off, and placed it right there. That's all they did. There was no new stuff in there. It was the exact same stuff. So it just makes, and then they tried to do this thing with Ignil and Agnologian. That didn't even go anywhere. That was probably like 10 seconds worth of content, which I'm glad. I'm actually glad. They need to separate. That's a huge battle up there. Just focus on that later. Like, that should be like the main attraction, especially when you bring in the other 4 dragons and they get involved. But then you have the Natsu stuff. And again, it's gonna get even worse now because Jinma is back again. So then we're gonna have Sting and Rouge versus him, and then we have Natsu and Grey who showed up. Finally, the dude's gonna do something with his Devil Slayer magic, and they're gonna fight Mardigir, who now went to his Eterius form. But that happened literally in the last 2 minutes of the freaking episode. So then, like, it was just random crap that entire time. And because, like I said, they're trying to showcase that this is happening at the same time, they had Mardigir trying to contact, Kyoka, and that's when they did the whole showing the scenes. And it's just bad. It's just bad. I'm sorry. I understand. Okay, I want to reiterate. I love this series. I love Fairy Tail with a passion. But I also know when to criticize because I've seen this type of thing done better before. See, that's the beauty of being an actual, like, true anime fan. When you can criticize a show you love for its faults. Because that's what you need to be able to do. You need to be able to criticize the stuff you love because then it shows how much you care. Because you want to see it be done better. You want to see it, be so amazing. I'm not saying this is horrible. I've definitely seen my fair shows that are damn awful, and maybe they've done this probably even worse. And I'm sure there's shows out there who probably mess it up even worse. But this is still not good. That's the point. This is still not good. So it doesn't matter if I love the show. This is not how you write this. So Mashima, like, he messed up, and now the animators are screwing up because, well, they're going off the source material, and the source material isn't coherent enough, so it just makes their animation look sloppy, and it's just bad. It really is. It's really bad. It's bad for everybody. I mean, I need you all, like, if you're one of those people that actually have tried to go against what I'm saying, think of it from this perspective. From a story point of view, this does not look sloppy. I'm not talking about if it looks awesome in action, the scenes. I'm talking about from a story perspective. Think really hard whether this is sloppily done or not. Because if you can admit that it is, then you're watching this show with an actual open mind. If you're not, well, then you need to go back to, the beginning of the series and watch it all over again so you can see how the stories are supposed to go. Okay? And maybe expand your anime, views and maybe get a little bit of a history, in your head so that you can, compare and contrast shows. Because that's the best I got for you, honestly. Like, if you want to call yourself an anime fan, you need to be able to criticize shows for its mistakes, and this right now is a mistake, and it's a black spot in Fairy Tail right now. It is just, honestly, this actually dropped Fairy Tail. I mean, honestly, that the top 10 list is still not done, but this is gonna drop Fairy Tail down a little bit. It's not gonna be anywhere near the top probably. So just saying, open mind, guys. You gotta have an open mind. You need to see this from every side, not just, oh, I love the show, so it's automatically good no matter what they do. No, you need to be able to criticize. Which is the problem I'm having with the Pokemon fans right now. Gosh damn, there's a lot of blind fucking fanboys in that. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. So, yeah. I'm not even looking forward to the rest of the arc. Because if Mashima fucked it up in the manga, then this is not going to be any better. Why? Why, hero? Why? But I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Link in the description. Go watch the episode, even though it was bad. But yeah, I'm SoresanCrockxen. I'll see you guys in future videos.